guys, thanks for clicking today's Reddit Rose report. Off with the news. We're running. As a part of the first quarter's WWE earnings report earlier today, the company updated its pay-per-view buy rates for the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber. Royal Rumble drew 512,000 pay-per-view buys, up from 443,000 a year ago, and a year before that, 446. So they kind of went down last year, but then it went back up this year. Quite a ways. And Elimination Chamber did 213,000, up from 148,000 in 12 and 199,000 in 11. So looks like to me everything went down in 2012. Don't know why. But a big difference maker was the Punk wrestling The Rock at both shows. Overall, WWE pay-per-views were up 15%, 37.5 million to from 32.5 million in 2012. That's at the first quarter. And regarding The Rock's future with WWE, Vince was asked if he's finished as a wrestler at the annual stockholders meeting on April 26th. Vince kind of blew it all like there's no way that's the case. People close to Vince also notes that he believes Rock versus Brock will still happen at WrestleMania 30. And as noted before, WWE wants The Rock to appear at Hell in a Cell in October from his hometown in Miami. And they may decide maybe that's going to be where The Rock versus Brock happens. We'll see. Won't we? Lately, there's been a lot of talk within WWE by bringing in Bray Wyatt from NXT up to the main roster. And I hope Bray Wyatt don't know how to dance. I'm done with dancing and just stroll on down to the ring, shake hands with the people, and let's wrestle. Noted before, WWE is planning to bring NXT TV to the United States in the fall. Word is SYFY channel might be the network to air the one-hour show. And there's also talk of bringing NXT matches to Raw and SmackDown live tours and bill them as NXT matches. That gives the developmental talent a little experience of working both in front of a larger crowd, which I think both places the crowd's fairly large anyway. You ever see some of the size of them great big people in the front row? Oh. WWE is now saying that John Cena's bruised Achilles tendon took place on April 23rd, Raw live event in Nottingham, where he faced Ryback in a tables match. So now he's got a bruised Achilles tendon, not a bruised heel. It's a deeply bruised heel yesterday. You know the way he's got his foot hurts. That hurts. And noted a few weeks ago, MMA veteran, I think you might remember this, Mark Coleman, he got upset at April 13th UFC show in Vegas because UFC producers chose to show Punk in the crowd, not Coleman. Coleman reportedly wanted to fight Punk at the event. Well, Coleman contacted Wrestling Observer newsletter and said he was sorry about what happened. He was only trying to work on his image and playing around, and he added nothing but respect for Punk, and Punk was his favorite WWE performer. At that time, lightning struck him. Oh, hey, Summer Rae, WWE New Diva, comes out dancing with Roadkill, or whatever his name is. Hey, featured Fandango. Anyway, featured as the lovely lady of the day on Sports Illustrated website Wednesday. She was previously featured in 2010 and 11 when she played for the Lingerie Football League. I forgot about that. I have to look into that. WWE Tough Enough performer Andy Levine and Samson Walker recently won the WWC Tag Team titles in Puerto Rico. This is fun. I love Vader, man. I was watching him on the Mick Foley All Mankind, or whatever it's called. For All Mankind. Anyway, he's still funny, even without his gear on. Anyway, wrestling legend Vader, he was unable to get into Canada last week for an independent wrestling show due to having a DUI here in the States. I think he's got a lot more than one, but oh well, one doesn't. And the Raw WrestleMania 29 on April 8th had 408,000 homes watching on DVR or tape delay, which is no different than any other Raw episodes, I guess. Several WWE stars went to Twitter last night and praised the Kofi Kingston versus Cesaro match for the main. Was going to be on the main event, or it was on the main event. Kofi tweeted the following about Cesaro. Said backstage later, the show said, "All my years in WWE, never been disrespected like I was by Cesaro after our match at the main event. There will be hell to pay." Why he wants to pay hell for that, I don't know, but The Rock tweeted the following about WrestleMania 29's success. First time I've heard anything about this. He said, "Record is set. WrestleMania 29, the highest grossing event in WWE history. Was my honor to be in the main event and WWE champion. Thank you." Michael Cole mentioned on last night's main event that John Cena is going to be has got an injury update for the fans that he's going to be letting us know about on Monday's Raw. And April 26, TNA live event Erie, Pennsylvania drew 950 fans. The April 25th Impact taping in Indiana, Pennsylvania, didn't know anything about, 3,300 fans. No word yet how much was let's see, papered or free or whatever you want to call it. I would think Erie would be bigger than Indiana, Pennsylvania, but and they only got 900 fans. The other place got 3,300 fans. Odd. Tonight's episode of Impact is going to be featuring Chris Sabin returning against Zema Ion, and Sunday Dutt in the Contenders match. Kurt Angle's open challenge to Aces and Eights plus Tara and Terrell's. And Mickey James taking on Tara and Gail Kim. And as noted before, TNA has hired a former WWE live event employee, Raphael Morphy, recently, and he's supposed to be working to restructure live event departments. Morphy was highly regarded in WWE as it was a big deal internally, where for some reason he was let go. Nobody has anything negative to say about him, but he was a victim of Triple H's and Stephanie's trying to hire their own people in that department. How'd that work out for him? Probably all right. TNA is building towards a match, believe it or not, between Bully Ray and Hulk Hogan, possibly this year's Bound for Glory pay-per-view. Hope they got a handle. Maybe it'll be a stretcher match. I don't know. I think it's going to be a long, slow match. No offense. Scott Hall revealed that he has dropped 30 pounds in 9 weeks. Lost 30 pounds in 9 weeks. He said from 198 to 168 with limited exercise. Can't wait to train hard with Dolly. With Dolly. I don't know what that means. Dolly. Maybe call him, what's his name, Dalai Lama or something. Anyway, DDP. WWE has applied to register trademarks. Now look out for this word in the future: crush culture. Culture. For a different kind of, some kind of different kind of merchandise. Anyway, the trademarks do not make clear whether it's for a new character or whether they're opening up a new product line. WWE applied for the registered CC, which most likely would be related to crush culture. For merchandise as well as logoing, and the two C's reversed away from each other, by the way. Coach purses, I think, do the same thing. They got the CCs all over their... The reason I know about purses, don't get all excited, my wife has got them. She gets them Coach things and loves them. WWE is now advertising CM Punk TV return date for May 27th. Episode of Raw from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Earlier this week, Raw Punk was advertised for June 3rd in Hartford, Connecticut. So they're pushing him up a little bit. Got to get the ratings back up, I guess. And former WWE star Dave Batista wrote a tweet Monday night that addressed his WWE future with WWE and MMA and acting. He said, "Here's a cryptic message." It wasn't very cryptic, I don't think. "I'm focused on movies now. No MMA anytime." That's plain. No WWE plans either, but not opposed. "Hopefully," said, "my fans support me." Wasn't cryptic. Hey, happy birthday to 10-time world champion The Rock, turns 41 years old, one-time WWF Tag Team Champion Randy Moondog Rex Coldy, 63. Didn't know that. And Japanese hardcore star Mr. Pogo, 62 years old. Today would have been the birthday of former WWF Tag and Hardcore Champion Ray Traylor, would have been 50 years old. Or as we know him, the Big Boss Man. Hey, thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.